Hello and welcome to 10 Minute Fringe with me, Laser, from A Shark Ate My Penis. Today, I am speaking with Mara Joy. I think the first Fringe show I ever saw was Spontaneous Potter. So I'm
Really?
so excited to speak with you. How you doing, Mara?
I'm doing okay. I've got like a bit of a sore throat, but I'm okay. It'll be gone by August. It's fine.
Listen, you've got almost 20 days, whatever, to
Yeah.
get rid of a sore throat, and I think you
And
can
then
do it.
I'll be incredibly ill all throughout August, as is tradition.
Well, thank you for chatting with me.
Of
Mara,
course.
for the people who don't know, what's Spontaneous Potter?
Well, Spontaneous Potter, the unofficial improvised parody, which is its full name, and every time that Laser has said it, that is what he has said,
Yes.
legally speaking, is an improvised Harry Potter show done by me and my friends. It is very stupid. It is very irreverent, especially about the things that it should be irreverent about. And it's very, very. I think I've said stupid already, but it's very, very stupid.
It's a great show. I've seen it a couple times. I saw it in Glasgow in addition to because you
That's
tour.
right.
This is a popular show. You're all over the
Y-
place all the time.
Yeah, people even now people still love wizards. It turns out, and also we do. Also, I downplay it, but we've been performing together as a group in various incarnations for like 10 years. We know each other inside out. Uh, we're, yeah, and we've all been doing improv for collectively forever.
Mhm.
So it's just an excuse for us to mess around and have fun. It's a narrative show. We get for especially the French, we get one title and we just go, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really follow the narrative that much as I think the best narrative improv doesn't. But then it eventually ties up, and it's very very yeah,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's
Yeah,
a wild ride. You're gonna enjoy it. One of my
yeah.
favorite things that you've said to me about the show is that um the creator of Harry Potter may not get money from it, but you do. And
I
that's what I
do.
want. That so if you're looking for if you're into Harry Potter jokes and
Yeah.
you also support trans people,
Oh
go see
yeah.
Spontaneous Potter, the unofficial what is it?
The unofficial improvised parody.
The unofficial improvised parody, which is what
Yeah.
I've said every time.
Every time, of course. Same. I never referred to it as just spontaneous Potter. That
No,
would be potentially sort of
it's an unofficial improvised
yeah.
parody.
So,
So,
unofficial.
Mara, I'm gonna ask
Hello.
you, what's
Also,
your
just sorry, just to add to what Lizard said about me getting paid money. A percentage of all the money that we make from it goes to the goes to gendered intelligence, trans charity as well. If
that's wonderful.
that's helpful.
It
We don't
does help
advertise
me.
that very much, but we do.
Tell me, you have done Edinburgh Fringe Festival many times. What is your best advice for people who may be going for the first time to perform?
Pace yourself. You'll want to see all of the shows every day and go out with all of your new friends every night. Don't do that. You'll die. See, like, don't be afraid of booking tickets for shows and then going. You know what? Actually, I need to go home or wherever your residence will be. For me,
Mhm.
it is home. I do live here. Uh, and make sure you book a day off where you don't do anything fringy. It's vital. There's been a couple of fringes where I've done like 3 shows a day, every day, and made myself incredibly ill for all of September. So be careful. Look after yourself. Listen to your body. Um, but also, have fun. It's really stupid. It's such a ridiculous thing to do to ensconce yourself in uh, one of the world's least navigable cities
Absolutely.
for a whole month and see things. My other big thing is just go see things that you think you see a poster and you go, or you hear somebody flying, or you just hear somebody talking about something and you're like, what the hell is that? Go see it. It might be the greatest thing you ever see. Uh,
Confusion is a very good sales tactic, and I think
yeah,
that
yeah,
especially at Fringe, that's what you should be seeing. So,
absolutely.
tell me about this I mean, are you doing rehearsals at this point? I mean, you've done the show probably 100 times in the last 2 years, so
Yeah,
tell me
we
about
don't
the
really
preparation.
we don't really rehearse anymore. We should practice more. We sometimes get coaches in, and they'll go through stuff with us. But generally speaking, like, because again, like I say, the same sort of group of people have been working together. We've done this show since 2018,
Wow.
and we've been touring it basically consistently since then. Apart from there's like a 2 year period where we sort of didn't. I don't know
Mhm.
why. Something happened. Uh, but we and even before that, we were doing like as spontaneous Sherlock and my Sherlock Holmes show. We did this show basically weekly, alternating for that. Like, we've done this show so many times now that we sort of don't really even think about it. We do still have meetings and talk. We have meetings and
Sure.
talk about what we're aiming to do and what we're trying to do, and especially during Fringe, we're very careful to like, because improv during Fringe could be like, oh, we don't want to be doing the same show every day. Like,
Right.
yeah, like, oh, we did that. We did those characters a lot. We've done these characters a lot for the past like 4 days. Let's maybe lean back and stop doing them, that kind of thing. But generally speaking, at this stage, it's more about logistics than about the show itself.
So tell me about some of your favorite memories doing Spontaneous Potter, the unofficial improvised parody.
uh, okay, one of the big ones was it was in, I want to say 2017. No, that can't have been that. We started in 2018, 2019. I was going the opposite direction. We were in the Rose Street Theatre. I think that this is the year you came to see me, right? And we did a show where I was playing Albus Dumbledore, but I was a Drumbledore because I sort of stumbled over my words and just decided I always play him as an insane old man who
Yeah.
doesn't care about the well-being of anybody. So I was like, no, call me Drumbledore. Actually, I said no. I said call me Drum, and then somebody else went, "Why not Drumbledore? That's a much better pun." And I was like, "You're correct." And the ending of the show was, in order to get people back from space,
Mhm.
we had to play. I had to play a drum solo on some
Mhm.
stills that echoed off the moon and off some satellites to bring them home from space. But I was like, oh, but me drumming isn't enough. So I was like, I'll need other people to drum. And I got the entire audience to just get up and just start drumming. Uh, and Will, who's the director of the show and one of my closest friends, and in the show, literally just turned around. Can I swear on this? Is that allowed?
Yes, yes.
Cool. And he just turned around to the audience and went, this is fucking breathtaking. And I was like, it is genuinely one of the craziest things that I've ever done in an improv show, is get an entire audience to just stand up and start drum, drum, drumble, drumble, drum, 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 like that.
I
It was
love
beautiful.
That's amazing, and just kind of an example of the grounded,
Yeah, yeah.
realistic plots that you can expect from this show.
That show ended with either Crab or Goyle becoming a second moon.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Listen, it happens more often than you'd think.
And I was
Okay.
sorry, carry on.
Well, I have a question for you from Abby Glover from the show Abby's Box.
Mm.
And the show is I like that pen. What footwear are you wearing to the Fringe? She wants to know.
Well, no. Obviously, at this point I should recommend you wear like sort of soft traveling shoes. You're gonna be walking around a lot, so you should maybe wear trainers. But I will be wearing Doc Martens with rainbow laces because that's what I wear all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what I will be wearing.
Yeah.
Is it practical? Absolutely not. Will I be wearing it? Yes.
Sometimes
That's
it's more important to be gay than to be practical. And by sometimes
uh,
I mean almost all the time.
I was gonna say all the time, Laser. Come on,
Yeah.
what are you even saying? Who have you become?
Listen, it's the layering. Like I have to layer even though it's literally 100 degrees outside. Like I can't not.
Well, this is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I've been very warm, but I wear so much flannel
Mhm.
because it's required,
Yeah.
and luckily, and I run hard. I run quite hot compared to most people anyway. So even when it's really cold, I'm still like, oh, I'm quite hot. So the fact that it's been the hottest summer on record in the UK has been troublesome for me. I was doing a clown workshop last week, 2 weeks
Mhm.
ago, and it got so warm, and I was dressed as a race car driver. Uh,
Sure. Of course
yeah,
you were.
yeah. I don't need to explain that.
No, you're good. So what question would you like me to ask the next guest on 10-minute Fringe is my question to you.
My question for your next guest would be: how many times do you plan on climbing Arthur's Seat, which is an extinct volcano in the middle of Edinburgh, very large hill? And why will it end up being actually only one time?
I mean, I did it a half of a time
Yeah.
because I was like, this is a hill. What am I doing?
I did it at the end of last year's Fringe with a bunch of other comedians and a bunch of other people involved in shows, and I was like, "Oh, this will be fun. It'll be quite a cathartic thing." By the time I got very near the top, I just collapsed with our stage manager, and we are going no further."
It's just like, why would you walk uphill? You know, like if.
But we did see the sunrise, and that was beautiful.
Well, that is nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Then a bunch of people started doing drugs, and I went, "I'm going to go downstairs."
Mm-hmm.
Downstairs, I mean down the hill. There's no stairs.
I'm gonna go downstairs. You open up the hatch at the top of
Yeah.
Arthur's Seat. There's a little
Woo.
spiral staircase that goes
Yeah.
straight into the Mary
Like,
Queen's.
this isn't my scene, guys.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it goes straight to Mary King's clothes. How does it do that?
The staircase. It just
all
does.
the way. So it
Yeah.
goes down and then it goes sideways all the way back into the old town.
Yeah, there's a moving walkway. It's
Okay,
like one of those, like from an airport.
Yeah. A Travelator.
Yeah, it was built by the plague doctor.
Oh, the one plague doctor.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
John.
Okay. Yeah, John Plague Doctor.
John T. Plague Doctor.
It's really interesting that his name was Plague Doctor because obviously he grew up to be a plague doctor.
Yeah.
Nominative determinism at its finest.
Well, but like his parents were also named Plague Doctor, and
they were the plague doctors.
They were mandolin players in the band,
which is a beautiful profession.
It's
both of them played mandolin in the same band. Yeah. The band needed two mandolinists.
Yeah,
that's
well, it's because it was before stereo sound, so they'd have people.
So one person one side.
Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. So, when and where?
Questions.
When and where is your show?
Spontaneous Potter, the unofficial improvised parody, is at the Stands, Newtown Theatre, at 6:30 every day, apart from the 15th.
Great. That's perfect. You and I have shows at the same time with the same day off because we hate each other secretly.
Yeah, that's true. Although actually, I'll be taking a bunch of those days off, so I will come and see your show.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah. I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited too because
I so many people
love Edinburgh. I do.
It's so good. It's so good. We first met in Edinburgh. I don't know if that's been established, but that's where we first met.
It's for when I saw your show, and I was like, oh, dang.
Then I hopped in an Uber and came and saw you do a spot at a show called Comedy Queers,
which is another great show. I think I'm talking to Sean sometime soon.
I'm hopefully going to be doing that show a bunch this year. Hopefully,
I've
been doing a lot of solo stuff. So yeah.
Are you going to be a race car driver?
No, probably be the Macho Man Randy Savage, the dead wrestler.
Do you do the accent?
Oh, laser! I do a whole performance. It's quite something. You should. I'll tell you when I'm going to be doing if I'm going to be on it doing it because it's one of my favorite stupid things to do. I do a whole bit.
There's so much fun, stupid stuff happening at Fringe, and you, the viewer, should go check it out, especially when Mara's involved because she's one of the funniest people.
I'm doing another show.
What's your other show? What?
Well, yeah, I've not told you about this. Well, I'm going to be. I'll probably. It's not been established, but I'll be in at least one, if not several more editions of Blood on the Clock Tower Live.
What is this? What is Blood on the Clock Tower Live? My goodness.
It's a board game. It's a social deduction game like Werewolf, but we're doing a live version of it. I say we. My friend John Gracie is hosting a live version of it from the 18th to the 27th, not the 24th, 10 p.m. At Underbelly in Bristol Square. And I'll be there for some of them.
Amazing.
Yeah, with other comedians killing each other and lying about it.
This sounds like a very fun event.
It should be very fun, even if I'm not actually involved, which I think I will be. I've been told I will be.
Wow, this is really fun. So this improv mindset of I don't know what's happening, but I'm into it is really something we could all learn from.
Yeah.
Hey, Mara, I'll see you soon.
Hey, Lizard, I'll see you sooner, which is sinister.
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
I've
Oh
got
God,
two
she's at the
pens.
door. She's at the door. Everybody,